Good morning, my dear students. I am happy to meet you all once again for video presentations like this as usual. I have done 6 videos on real numbers, which is a chapter meant for class 10 of CBSE. Today we'll do some problems and some concepts related to polynomials, which is a chapter meant for class 10 of CBSE. Before going into the details as usual, we'll think about some basic results, basic concepts related to the particular topic. Okay, in general, any expression ax plus b is equal to 0. Okay, ax plus b is equal to 0, where a comma b are real numbers and a not equal to 0 is known as a linear expression or a linear polynomial in the variable x. Linear polynomial in the variable x. Okay, now example, we can think about 4x plus 3, 7x plus 5, 8x, 1000x, okay, etc. These are examples of linear polynomials or linear polynomial or linear expression, we can say. We can say linear polynomial, linear expression, we can say. Okay, I mean to say here a not equal to 0, because if a is equal to 0, automatically you end up with only b is equal to 0. There is no variable existing. Therefore, we need to have a specific condition that a not equal to 0. Let me repeat. In general, any expression of the form ax plus b is equal to 0, where a, b are real numbers and a not equal to 0 is known as a linear expression. Real numbers is a mixture of rational and irrational numbers. We have seen in earlier videos, in fact. Okay, similar to that, any expression of the form okay, ax square plus bx plus c, where a comma b comma c, this is symbol is called element of, is an element of, okay, element of R, and a not equal to 0 is known as a quadratic polynomial, quadratic expression, okay, or quadratic polynomial in the variable x. Let me just repeat. If any expression from ax plus b is equal to 0 and a, b are real numbers and a not equal to 0 is known as a linear expression or linear polynomial in the variable x. Example, 4x plus 3, 7x plus 5, 8x, 1000x, etc. Or of course even root 3x you can have. Root 3 is also a real number. Okay, 2 by 3x you can have. 2 by 3 is a real number. Okay, but x shouldn't be in the denominator. X should be in the numerator. Okay. Then any expression in the form ax square bx plus c, where a, b, c element of R, that is in the set of real numbers, and a not equal to 0. Here a not equal to 0, because if a is equal to 0, we will end up with bx plus c, which becomes again a linear expression here. Okay, is known as a quadratic expression or quadratic polynomial in the variable x. Okay, you can have various examples also. You can think about various examples. Okay, x square minus 7x plus 12, x square minus 12x plus 13, x square plus 3x plus 1, okay, x square, 10x square, 10x square plus 3, 10x square minus 3x, okay. These are various examples of quadratic expressions, okay. Here in ax plus b, a is known as the coefficient of x, b is known as the constant term. In ax square to bx plus c, a is known as the coefficient of x square, b is known as the coefficient of x, and c is known as the constant term. Okay, just listen carefully. If you are given linear expression 4x plus 3, just equate 4x plus 3 is equal to 0 implies x is equal to minus 3 by 4. Okay, listen carefully. Okay, therefore, when x is equal to minus 3 by 4, okay, when x is equal to minus 3 by 4, we get 4x plus 3 as 0. Therefore, we call minus 3 by 4 as 0, as the 0 of 4x plus 3. That is, the value of x for which the particular quantity becomes 0, particular expression becomes 0, is known as the 0 of the polynomial. I repeat, the value of x for which the polynomial becomes 0 is known as the 0 of the polynomial. Just listen carefully. In general, if a polynomial p of x is given, okay, and if p of k is equal to 0 for some real number k, k is called the 0 of the polynomial. It is applicable, it may be nth degree polynomial also, okay. It need not be for a linear or quadratic polynomial. It is true for a general polynomial also. Whenever a polynomial p of x is given, and if p of k is equal to 0 for some real number k is called the 0, we call it as the 0. It's not connected with mathematics, it's only English. That is the only polynomial, therefore I call it as the. If in the case of quadratic, there will be two polynomials, two zeros. We'll call one of them as a 0, okay, which is the only thing. I'll call it as the, okay, otherwise I'll call it here. In the case of linear, there will be only 1 0, there will be only 1 0, therefore I call it as the 0. Okay, just take one more example. Think about x square minus 7x plus 12. Now equate it to 0. You know how to split the middle term. I can split the middle term. 3x minus 4x plus 12 is equal to 0. You might have learnt in 7th standard. Sum has to be minus 7, product to be 12. I have to think of two numbers whose sum is minus 7, product is 12. Minus 4, minus 3. Here minus 4 into minus 3. The same two numbers should give you the product to be 12, which implies x into x minus 3 minus 4 into x minus 3 is equal to 0. Implies x minus 3 into x minus 4 equal to 0. Implies x minus 3 is equal to 0 or x minus 4 equal to 0. Implies x equal to 3 or x equal to 4. Therefore, zeros of x square minus 7x plus 12 is equal to 0. 7x plus 12 or 3, 4. I repeat, I have taken x square minus 7x plus 12. That is the quadratic polynomial given to us in general. Okay, now for x square minus 7x plus 2 is equal to 0, I'll be able to split the middle term. X square minus 3x minus 4x plus 12 is equal to 0. Now for x into x minus 3 minus 4 into x minus 3 is equal to 0. Now for x minus 3 into x minus 4 is equal to 0. For x minus 3 is equal to 0, x minus 4 is equal to 0. I'll get x equal to 3, x equal to 4. Therefore, zeros of x square minus 7x plus 12 or there are two zeros, namely 3 and 4. Okay, there will be two zeros, namely for this thing. Okay, now how to think about geometrical representation of such zeros? Just listen carefully. Let me just take simply x plus 1. Okay, now actually if you want to draw the graph y is equal to x plus 1, okay, if you want to draw the graph, or let me just take for example minus x plus 1, okay, minus x plus 1, it will be x plus y is equal to 1, straight line, okay, x plus y is equal to 1. Let me think about the straight line over there, okay. Here you mean to say it's a straight line, y is 0, x is 1, it will pass through 1 comma 0. When x is 0, y is 1, therefore it will pass through 0 comma 1, therefore it will be a straight line passing through x plus y is equal to 1. Or if we simply take the minus x plus 1 to be the linear polynomial given to us, okay, if I equate it to y, I'll be able to get it as a straight line x plus y is equal to 1. As straight line, I'll be able to think of 2 points through which it passes, okay, I repeat, I'll be able to think of 2 points to which it passes, okay, and then plot joining them, I'll be able to draw the graph, okay. Therefore when y is 0, x is 1, it passes through 1 comma 0. When x is 0, y is 1, therefore it passes through 0 comma 1. Therefore x plus y is equal to 1 is a straight line passing through minus x plus 1. Or if I call it as minus x plus 1 as a simple linear polynomial, okay, taking y is equal to 0, y is equal to 0 is nothing but equation of x-axis. Therefore wherever it meets, okay, wherever it meets the x-axis, that will be the corresponding 0 of the linear polynomial. Therefore it meets the x-axis at only one point, namely 1 comma 0. Therefore 0 of the polynomial minus x plus 1 is 1. I repeat, I have taken y is equal to minus x plus 1 or x plus y is equal to 1, both are same. How to draw the graph? The easiest way to draw the graph, okay, is by taking where it meets the x-axis, I put y equal to 0, x is 1, therefore it passes through 1 comma 0. Put x equal to 0, I will get y equal to 1, it passes through 0 comma 1, joining which I will get a straight line, okay. Therefore y is equal to minus x plus 1 is the straight line, or minus x plus 1 is simply a linear polynomial, okay. Equating minus x plus 1 is equal to 0, I mean to say minus x equal to minus 1, x equal to 1. Therefore 0 of the linear polynomial minus x plus 1 is 1, okay. Therefore equating minus x plus 1 equal to 0 is equivalent to y is equal to 0 here. Y is equal to 0 is nothing but equation of the x-axis in general. X is equal to 0 is known as the equation of y-axis. Everybody knows, you might have learned in 9th standard. Therefore wherever the straight line meets the x-axis, that will be the 0 of the corresponding linear polynomial. Therefore the line x plus y is equal to 1 meets the x-axis 1 comma 0. Therefore 0 of minus x plus 1 is nothing but 1 comma 0. Therefore geometrical meaning of the linear polynomial tells you, after plotting it as a straight line, after thinking of it as a straight line, identify where the line meets the x-axis. That particular point, the x value of the particular point will give you the corresponding 0 of the polynomial. Now for in general, okay, any linear polynomial has only 1 0. Any linear polynomial has only 1 0. After treating it as a straight line and after drawing the straight line where it meets the x-axis, we see that particular point, the x coordinate of the particular point will give you the 0 of the polynomial. Will give you the 0 of the polynomial. Okay, 0 of the polynomial. Okay, let me just consider one quadratic expression. Okay, let me just take this example, x minus 2 whole square minus 4. Okay, I will call it as 0. This is the quadratic polynomial given to us. Try to get the 0 of the polynomial. Let us just say, see, what do I get? Here I will get x minus 2 whole square is equal to 4, which implies x minus 2 is equal to plus or minus 2, taking square root on both sides, which implies x minus 2 is equal to 2 or x minus 2 is equal to minus 2, which implies x is equal to 4 or x is equal to 0. Therefore, zeros of x minus 2 whole square minus 4 or sorry, okay, or 4 comma 0. Okay, similar way I call it as y is equal to x minus 2 whole square minus 4. Okay, how to draw the graph? It is not there in your syllabus. Such a diagram is called the parabola. We call it as parabola. It is not there in your syllabus anyway. Okay, therefore just listen carefully. Similar way we can just think about. Okay, you mean to say when x is 0, you mean to say y is 0. Therefore it passes through 0 comma 0. Okay, the curve will definitely pass through 0 comma 0. The curve will definitely pass through 0 comma 0. Okay, then of course in y is 0, I mean to say x is equal to, when x is 0, let us say 4 minus 4 is 0, y is also 0. Okay, y is also 0. Okay, then it passes through 4 comma 0 also. Substitute 4 over here, it also passes through 4 comma 0. 4 minus 2, 2 square minus 4 is 0. Let me plot 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll have it passes through 4 comma 0 also. Okay, you can check it passes through 2 comma minus 4. You can check. Okay, 2 comma minus 4, 0 minus 4, 2 comma minus 4. Let me point 2 comma minus 4, plot 2 comma minus 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 2 comma minus 4. Therefore, joining which the graph will go like this. Okay, you have to draw a smooth curve after joining these points. Okay, you have to draw a smooth curve after joining these points. There is no, you should not over draw like this. Okay, you have to draw a smooth curve. I repeat once again, when x is 0, y is also 0, 4 minus 4 is 0. When x is 4, again it is y is 0. It passes through 0, 0, 4, 0. Then when x is 2, it will be y is minus 4. It passes through 2, minus 4. Therefore, joining joining these 3 points, I'll get a graph like this. Okay, the graph will be a parabola like this. This is called the vertex that you will see in higher classes. Doesn't matter. Okay, therefore, in general, if I draw the graph of the curve, okay, draw the graph of the curve x minus 2 whole square minus 4 or y is equal to x minus 2 whole square minus 4. It intersects the x-axis at 2 points. Okay, intersects the x-axis at 2 points. Okay, intersects the x-axis at 2 points, namely 0, 0 and 4, 0. The x coordinate of those 2 points will be the corresponding zeros of the polynomial, quadratic polynomial. Zeros here are 0 and 4. I have checked algebraically. Let me just check once again. X minus 2 whole square minus 4 is 0. X minus 2 whole square is 4. X minus 2 is plus or minus 2. Taking square root, I'll get plus or minus 2. X minus 2 is 2. So x minus 2 is minus 2. This minus 2 gets cancelled. Minus 2 plus 2 becomes 0. 2 plus 2 becomes 4. Now the zeros of this expression will be 4, 0. How to draw the graph in general? When x is 2, y is minus 4. It passes through 2, minus 4. Okay. When x is 0, y is also 0. When x is 4, y is also 0. It passes through 0, 0, 4, 0, 2, minus 4. Joining those 2 points, drawing drawing it as a smooth curve, I'll get a curve like this. Okay, therefore it intersects, the particular curve intersects the x-axis at 2 points. Those 2 points are called the zeros of the polynomial. In fact, I should say those are the 2 real zeros of the polynomial. Though real means we get a real number. Since it is already it's going to be almost 20 minutes, I'll continue the rest. You come to the, let me conclude this, then I'll conclude. Okay. For as many if it intersects the x-axis at 2 points, x coordinate of those 2 points is the corresponding zeros of the polynomial we have seen. Therefore, as many real zeros are there, as many points, it will intersect the x-axis. That is the way you are supposed to give the conclusion. The quadratic polynomial, the graph of which intersects the x-axis at 2 points, there are 2 real zeros. Instead of simply saying zeros, it's better to conclude that 2 real zeros. Okay, two real zeros for the graph you are supposed to identify. We'll think about some coincidence zeros, equal zeros also, which we'll discuss in the next video. Those who are interested in having automatic notification about new videos being uploaded in the channel, please subscribe by clicking the subscribe button and the bell icon. Okay, thank you students for patient watching. We'll continue in the next video.